Hello students, today we will be solving the IB Math A AGL May 2024 paper 2 time zone 2 question number 5. This is again a common question for both the SL and the AGL level students. For the SL students it is question 6 and for the AGL students it is question 5. And for the AGL students you will be getting the other solved past paper questions in form of playlist on my channel NS Online Math Tutoring classes. And you will also be getting playlists where the solved past paper questions will be available based on their topics. I am Nilanjana Sanyal. I am an online IB Math AGL level tutor. In case you want to join my classes, please contact me for more details. My phone number and my website address are displayed at the bottom of the screen. So without any further delay, let us start answering this question. The maximum mark is 5. It is saying consider a random variable x such that x is a binomial distribution variable and the maximum number of trials, not maximum, the number of trials is unknown, it is n, and the probability of success is 0.25. Determine the least value of n such that p of x greater than or equal to 1 is greater than 0.99. Okay, so the number of trials is n. So x will be a binomial distribution variable. So how many successes are there? There can be 0 success, there can be. So when there is the 0 success, x is having a value of 0. When there is a single success, x is having a value of 1. Like this, it continues. The maximum number or value that x can have is n, because at that time there will be n successes. Okay, so you will be having probability of x equal to 0 plus probability of x equal to 1, probability of x equal to 2, and so on up to probability of x equal to n. That means n successes are there. In the n number of trials, every time there is a success, should be equal to 1, the sum total of all the probabilities. Okay, and x, probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is what? Probability of x equal to 1 and probability of x equal to 2 and probability of x equal to 3. All the numbers which are more than 1, also including the 1. Okay, so therefore I can write probability of x equal to 0 plus the probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is equal to 1. Okay, therefore probability of x greater than or equal to 1 is equal to 1 minus probability of x equal to 0. Okay, which is greater than 0.99 given. Okay, so 1 minus probability of x equal to 0 is greater than 0.99. So what is the probability of x equal to 0? Probability of x equal to 0 will be, I'm adding probability of x equal to 0 to both the sides. So it is, and I'm also adding negative 0.99 to both the sides. Okay, so probability of x equal to 0 will be 1 minus 0.99, which implies probability of x equal to 0 will be less than, this is less than, not equal to, less than 1 minus 0.99 is 0.01. So probability of x equal to 0 is less than 0.01. Okay, and we have learned the expression for probability of x equal to r. Probability of x equal to r is what? In the n number of trials, it is NCR, and p is the probability of success, which is raised to the power of r, and 1 minus p is the probability of failure, which is raised to the power of n minus r. Okay, so r in this case is 0. So probability of x equal to 0 will be, n we do not know the number of trials, so I am keeping it as it is. R's value is equal to 0. And probability of success P raised to the power of 0 and 1 minus P raised to the power of n minus 0 is less than 0.01. And what is P? P is 0.25. Can you see? P, the probability of success is 0.25. So, NC0, 0.25 raised to the power of 0 and 1 minus 0.25 raised to the power of n is less than 0.01. What is NC0 in case you do not know the value of NC0? It is n factorial. This is NC0. You can write these in your rougher column. 0 factorial times n minus 0 factorial. N minus 0 factorial is n factorial. So these two will be getting cancelled and 0 factorial is 1. N minus 0 factorial is n factorial, sorry. And these two get cancelled and this is 1 over 1 which is equal to 1. Okay. So NC0 is equal to 1. And 0.25 raised to the power of 0 is also equal to 1. And 1 minus 0.25 is 0.75. So 0.75 raised to the power of n is less than 0.01. Implies 0.75 raised to the power of n is less than 0.01. Okay. And now we have to take the log of both the sides. So implies log of 0.75 raised to the power of n is less than log of 0.01 or n times log of 0.75 is less than log of 0.01. Okay. And now we have to divide both the sides by log of 0.75. And you have to remember that log of 0.75 is a negative number. Because if you remember the graph of the log, it is like this. This is 1. Log of 1 is 0. It crosses the x-axis at this point 1 when x equal to 1. This is the x-intercept or the 0. So, all the values of x between 0 and 1 will be having their log values as negative numbers. 0.75 is definitely more than 0 but is less than 1. So, its log will be a negative number, and whenever we divide or multiply an inequality by a negative number, the inequality sign gets changed. So, you have to remember that or else you can get the log of 0.75 value and the log of 0.01 value separately, and then you divide with the value and you will be knowing that it is a negative value there that you have got. So you will be understanding that you have to flip the inequality sign. Okay. So n is greater than log of 0.01 over log of 0.75. Okay. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. I have just shown to, I have grabbed this just to show the log function's shape. And now I'll be using the calculator. This is the add calculator and I have to get the, yeah. So it is the log. I've taken the log to the base of 10. You can take ln also, doesn't matter. And it is 0.01 over log 0.75. Okay. And enter. It is 16.0078. So correct to 3 significant figures. It is 16.0. Okay. So this is approximately equal to 16.0. And n is greater than 16. Therefore, the least value of n is 17. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay. Fine. So this completes our answering of this question. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Please like and share this video in case you have liked my explanation, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you have not subscribed to my channel till now. Your liking, sharing and subscribing will be helping me a lot. We meet again very soon where we'll be solving the next question of the same paper. Till then, bye.